Why do guys keep striking out in dating even when they try so hard? You see these perfect lives and flawless relationships online and wonder, what am I doing wrong? You're putting in the effort, but it's just not clicking. It's like you're swinging for the fences every time, but you're missing the ball by a mile. And let me tell you, it's exhausting and demoralizing. But what if I told you the game you're playing isn't the real game at all? Today, we're gonna pull back the curtain on this whole charade. We're gonna get real about how social media is messing with your head and your heart when it comes to dating. We'll break it down into 3 critical chapters: social media's unrealistic beauty standards, the behavioral trap that pushes women away, and what women actually value in men. We've got science-backed studies, real talk, and practical advice to turn your dating life around. So stick with me, because by the end of this, you're going to understand the why, and more importantly, the what to do about it. Let's get to work. Alright, let's dive headfirst into this murky water. Chapter 1. Social media's unrealistic beauty standards. You open up Instagram, TikTok, whatever your poison is, and what do you see? Women who look like they've been sculpted by angels, airbrushed to perfection. Every hair is in place, every angle is perfect, and you scroll and you scroll. What do you think that does to your brain day in and day out? It starts to warp your perception of reality. You're constantly bombarded with these hyper-idealized images that frankly most of the time aren't even real. We're talking filters, strategic lighting, professional makeup, and sometimes outright digital manipulation. But your subconscious mind doesn't always make that distinction. It starts to register this curated perfection as the norm. And when that happens, your expectations for real-life women can become incredibly skewed and unrealistic. It's a setup for disappointment, for both you and for them. Think about it. You meet a woman in the real world. She's attractive, interesting, with a great personality, but maybe she doesn't look exactly like the influencer you were just looking at. So what happens? A little part of your brain conditioned by this digital fantasy might whisper, "Is this good enough?" That's a dangerous thought. It's a thought planted there by an illusion, and it can rob you of genuine connection with wonderful, real people. This isn't about lowering your standards, it's about recalibrating them to reality. A 2019 study from the University of Texas found that constant exposure to these idealized images on social media significantly distorts men's perceptions of women's appearances. It makes men expect beauty standards that are often unattainable in the real world without digital enhancement. You're setting yourself up to overlook perfectly wonderful, attractive, real women because they don't fit an impossible mold created by algorithms and filters. This constant comparison game is brutal. It's not just affecting who you find attractive. It's affecting how you about your dating prospects. If you're always looking for that 10 out of 10, that digitally enhanced supermodel, you're going to find yourself perpetually dissatisfied. And guess what? Women can sense that. They can sense when they're being measured against some impossible ideal. The takeaway from this chapter is simple but profound. Challenge what you see. Question the perfection. Understand the psychological game that social media plays on your perception. By recognizing this distortion, you empower yourself to look for beauty in authenticity, to value realness over curated flawlessness. Alright, so we've talked about how social media messes with what you're looking for. Now let's talk about how when you think you found someone or when you're trying to attract someone. This is chapter 2, the behavioral trap that pushes women away. Many men, perhaps fueled by a desire to compensate for perceived shortcomings or simply because they're genuinely enthusiastic, go into overdrive. We're talking about the guy who texts back within 0.2 seconds every single time. The guy who's available at a moment's notice, dropping everything. The guy who showers a woman with compliments and attention before they've even had a real substantive conversation. He's trying to show he's keen, he's interested, he's reliable. But how does that often come across? Unfortunately, this kind of over-pursuit, this hyper-attentiveness, can often be interpreted very differently by the woman on the receiving end. Instead of seeing it as charming or endearing, it can come across as, well, a little desperate. It can signal a lack of self-confidence, a lack of other things going on in your life, or even a lack of discernment. If you're that easily won over, that quick to put someone on a pedestal, it can paradoxically lower your perceived value. Think about it from her perspective. If someone is instantly fawning over you, agreeing with everything you say, and constantly seeking your approval before they even know you, it can feel a bit much. It can feel inauthentic. It might make her wonder, Does this guy do this with everyone? Does he have any standards of his own? Is he trying to rush things or pressure me? A 2021 study from UCLA found that over-pursuing, acting overly eager or overly available actually a man's appeal. It's not about being aloof or playing hard to get in a manipulative way. This is about maintaining your own frame, your own sense of self, and not appearing to devalue yourself by being too readily and completely available from the get-go. This behavioral trap often stems from insecurity. If you don't feel confident in what you bring to the table, you might try to overcompensate with excessive attention or premature declarations of affection. You're trying to win her over with sheer effort. But attraction doesn't really work like a sales quota. Genuine attraction builds on a foundation of mutual respect, curiosity, and a sense of independent value on both sides. So, what's the antidote to this behavioral trap? It's about finding a balance. Be responsive, yes. Be kind, absolutely. Show genuine interest, of course. But also maintain your own life. Pacing is key. Mirroring her level of investment and communication, especially early on, is often a good guideline. It's not a race, it's a dance. Okay, we've peeled back the layers on how social media distorts your view of beauty, and we've talked about the behavioral quicksand that so many men step into. So now for the million-dollar question, the one you've all been waiting for. Chapter 3. What women actually value in men. If it's not about looking like a photoshopped Adonis, and it's not about smothering them with 24/7 attention, then what in the Sam Hill is it? What truly makes a man attractive and desirable in the eyes of women looking for a genuine connection? It's less about what you and more about who you. It's less about grand gestures and more about consistent character. These are the things that build lasting attraction, the kind that goes deeper than a fleeting glance or a temporary infatuation. These are the qualities that make a woman think, this is someone I can build a life with, someone I can trust, someone I truly connect with. Let's get specific because I know you're tired of vague pronouncements. We're talking about qualities that signal stability, reliability, and emotional maturity. A very recent 2023 study from the University of Rochester revealed that women consistently prioritize traits like emotional stability, genuine confidence, and the ability to form a real, authentic connection far above those superficial qualities that social media tends to amplify. First up, confidence. Real confidence is quieter, it's an inner knowing. It's about being comfortable in your own skin, knowing your worth, and not needing constant external validation to feel good about yourself. Next on the list, and often intertwined with true confidence, is kindness. Real kindness is about empathy, compassion, and treating others with respect. Not just the woman you're interested in, but everyone. And then there's humor. The ability to laugh, to not take yourself too seriously, to find joy in everyday moments, and to make her laugh. That's pure gold. Beyond these top 3 from that particular study, let's talk about emotional stability. Can you manage your emotions? Are you reactive, flying off the handle at the slightest provocation? Or are you steady, able to navigate stress and conflict with a level head? Emotional stability provides a sense of security and predictability that is deeply attractive and essential for a healthy long-term relationship. And underpinning all of this is genuine connection. This is about being present. It's about listening to understand, not just to respond. It's about showing sincere interest in who she is as a person, her thoughts, her feelings, her dreams, her fears. Can you put down your phone and actually engage? Can you have a conversation that goes beyond surface-level chit-chat? Notice what's at the top of this list. It's not about having a six-pack, though taking care of yourself is good. It's not about driving the flashiest car, though ambition and stability are valued. The things that truly matter are internal. They are qualities of character. Developing these traits isn't about faking it till you make it. It's about doing the inner work. It's about becoming a man of substance. Cultivating confidence by facing your fears and achieving small wins. Practicing kindness in your daily interactions. Learning to manage your emotions through self-awareness and perhaps even professional guidance if needed. Invest in becoming the kind of man who embodies these core qualities, because at the end of the day, women aren't looking for perfection, they're looking for a real, reliable, and resonant partner. So, why do guys keep striking out? We've been through it, haven't we? Because social media distorts what women want, those impossible beauty standards, that illusion of perfection. And then, chasing the wrong things or trying too hard in ways that backfire, well, that just pushes them away. You end up exhausted, confused, and wondering what gives. The fix? It's not about becoming someone else, it's about becoming more of yourself. Stop chasing that filtered perfection you see online, it's a mirage. Be confident in who you are, be real, be kind, and focus on building genuine connection. This isn't about a quick fix or a magic pill, it's about a shift in perspective, a commitment to authenticity. When you lead with integrity, confidence, and a genuine interest in others, you'll find that the dating game changes because you've changed. Did this video open your eyes? Smash that like button to spread the truth. Subscribe to Veiled Side of Social Media and hit that notification bell. Select all so you never miss another video packed with insights like these. Now go out there and be real.